Welcome, friends. Today, we from Epic Actors Workshop would like to bring you some joy, some merriment while we are all in our homes, isolating ourselves physically, not mentally, from our communities during this pandemic that has had a devastating impact on our lives. As you know, friends, Epic, for the last few months in this virtual theater platform, has been bringing you engaging theater discussions, thought provoking conversations with theater legends, and we've also been revisiting our past productions, looking at the work, its process, and tracing the 30-year journey. In the spirit of the holidays, today we would like to bring you Songs of Theatre, songs from our past productions from the last 30 years. Music, as you know, can sometimes speak more than words alone can. Music enhances and builds a mood, creates an environment that is at once elusive and palpable at the same time. In our plays, music has played a key role. In this episode, we have selected some songs from 10 plays from our 30-year journey. While we will show you snippets of the plays, we will also hear the songs from the same actors who had sung the songs in the original production. How exciting is that? But before we begin, let us hear a message from Deepan Rai, our South Asian Theatre Festival Committee Chair.
Welcome to our final virtual theater episode for 2020. Last month, when we started planning for this episode, we thought that we'll bring some music and songs from theater for your entertainment and enlightenment. Unfortunately, we need to pay our tribute one more time for an eminent theater personality whom we lost recently. Mr. Aly Zaker, a renowned theater director and actor from Bangladesh, passed away last month. We were very fortunate to spend some valuable time with him in early 90s when we organized a theater workshop with him in collaboration with Bangladesh Theatre of America in New York. But as we say, all well that ends well. So I just want to bring a very exciting news to you that recently Epic Actors Workshop being granted a membership into the prestigious theater organization in New Jersey Theater Alliance. New Jersey Theater Alliance is an organization that supports the professional theater in the state of New Jersey. We are very proud to bring this exciting news to you. And this was only possible because your long lasting support for all these years as a sponsor, donor, and audience like you. I also want to extend my sincere thanks and congratulations to all my technical team and all the participants who supported all our effort during this pandemic to keep EPIC active during this period. So let's enjoy our virtual theater episode, songs and music from theater. Thank you all.
We lost Mr. Aly Zaker last month. He was one of the pioneers of the Bangladesh group theatre movement. We are fortunate today to have Mr. Mahmoud Hussein Dulu, who worked very closely with Mr. Aly Zaker, and he was a group member of Nagorik Nattu Sampradaya, of which Mr. Aly Zaker was the chairperson. We will now hear Mr. Mahmoud Hussein Dulu reminiscing about his work with Mr. Ali Zakir.
This year, the year 2020, has been a devastating year for most of us. We lost a lot of our friends and families. We lost a lot of talents and artists. One of those talents was Ali Zaker of Nagurik Natya Sampradaya. I would like to talk about him, and my thanks to Epic Actors Workshop for paying tribute to such a stalwart theatre personality of Bangladesh. Ali Zaker was the main figure in Nagorik. Um, Nagorik Natya Sampradaya, what is popularly known as Nagorik. And he came to Nagorik after the beginning of it. Let me give you a little short story of how Nagorik was established. Nagorik actually was established in 1968 in a living room of one of the journalists of Bangladesh named Fazle Luhani. He, along with Atar Rahman, another uh, theater worker and pretty good writer, with Zia Haidar, who was a poet and a writer. So the three together met together in a living room and just set up a theater group called Nagorik. At that time, they couldn't produce much stage plays. They only did a few of television production. There was only one channel at that time. It was East Pakistan at that time. So in 1972, they actually started staging plays. And at the same time, they created a movement that to produce theater selling tickets. And Ali Zaker was in the forefront of that. He was the pioneer. He was the chairperson of Nagorik. And in 1973, they staged the first play at British Council Theatre Auditorium, selling tickets. And that was Badal Sarkar's Baki Itihash. And then on, Ali Zaker was the main person of Nagorik. And my involvement with Nagorik is from 1976. Actually, Ali Zaker is the one who picked me, and I joined Nagorik in 1976. And then on, just worked with them in different plays, like Waki Itihash, Shah Jahan, Achulayatan. Achulayatan was my last play. But yeah. And when I joined, the first thing what happened to me is I was just going to the rehearsal, reading a script for other people, just prompting, and I was helped a lot by all those people around me. And Ali Zaker was the main guy. He was my mentor. So I was given a job of putting tune to the lyrics of a play. The play was called Dewan Gazir Kissa. It was the adaptation of Brecht's Herr Puntila. And I was amazed that a junior guy like me just came in. How could they trust me to do such actually a difficult job? And also I was asked to be the Sutradhar, the narrator, in the Brecht's plays. So, and that was a big challenge for me. Anyway, I'll come back to that one later on. Let me talk about Ali Zaker now. Ali Zaker was the heart of the whole group, and he actually led the whole group, entire group, and I got a lot of love from him and a lot of care. And as I mentioned before, he was my mentor, and I have learned a lot of stuff from him. His works you can find out online about his screen works or theater works and other things. But what I'm going to tell you about is my personal relationship with him, and actually personally how I knew him. So that's the thing. So he was really a great actor, stage actor in my opinion, and a great director. used to explain the characters in such a way that you would just go and deep inside the characters, and that helped me a lot, learning those things. And he was a pretty humble guy. He was not, he didn't have any ego as such. Like we would see when people become famous, they have some kind of a ego. He didn't have that. I'll just give you one or two anecdotes about those things. One day in a rehearsal, when we're rehearsing for the Shah Jahan of Dil Rai, a scene was not working because they put in Jahanara's deathbed. They put the bed in such a way so that people, the actors, the co-actors, and everybody was not very comfortable moving around the bed. So because it looked very stagnant, and I also felt the same thing. And Aly Zaker was the director, and he was just going around and said, "It's not working. It's not working. What to do?" Then I just said, "Can I say something?" He said, "Yeah, what?" I said, "Yeah, what's happening is you put the bed just parallel to the back and front line of the stage. So what happened is the space around the bed is stagnant. It doesn't have any movement. So that's why the actors who are moving around don't feel that comfortable or dynamic flow." So then he said, "What do you suggest we do?" I said, "That just put the bed at an angle, just a little bit of angle, so that the spaces get free and everybody can move around." And he did that, and he just stopped for a couple of seconds and just then said that, "Yeah, it is working. That's why we need architects in the theater." So the point is, he would never stop from getting any kind of suggestion from anybody, even if he's a junior guy or just a new guy came in, and accept it without any, and to give the recognition to that person. So this is it. This person, this kind of person he was, and he was very knowledgeable. One small anecdote I can give you about his knowledge. One, it may not be related to theater, but you'll understand. Like during the rehearsal break, I used to read Reader's Digest, and one day I was reading it, and he just looked at me and said that, "What are you reading?" I said, "It pays to enrich." I don't know whether you remember it or not. There is a section in Reader's Digest. There was. It pays to enrich your word power. So I was going through that all the time, and then he looked at it and said that, "How many of them you can do?" I said, "Maybe 20 to 25%. Then he said, "I can do 100%. I said, "Really?" He said, "Yes, just test me. Ask me anything." Then I asked one word, then the other word, and the other word, and all of it, he did the whole thing, to my amazement. And then again, I picked up another one. I have 3 copies of that. And then, "Can I do another one?" I said, "Sure, go ahead." And I asked him, and every word meaning he knew. It may not be related to theater, but it shows that how knowledgeable he was, and he used to read a lot. He's a voracious reader. So this is the thing. And then another thing is, you can understand that what kind of a person he was. He gave me a job of putting tune to the lyrics of that Dewan Gazir Kissa, and one has to have that kind of confidence on somebody who just came in, a newcomer, and then let him do the Sutradha, the main narrator's role. So he had the ability to actually trust someone and bring stuff out of that person. So that kind of person he was. So I wouldn't go any further with that. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform one of the songs from the Gazir Kissa, what I put the tune to. Shonen shonen shudi jon, shonen diamon, Dewan Gazir Kissa ami kori nivedon. Are শুনেন গো, Dewan Gazir Kissa শুনেন। এ গাজী দেওয়ান গাজী, ডগের আমের সবাই চেনে এক নামে। টাকায় যে তার জীবন মরণ, টাকায় যে তার জীবন মরণ, দুনিয়া কেনে টাকার দামে। এ গাজী দেওয়ান গাজী, মদের নেশায় বেহুশ যখন, আরে মদের নেশায় বেহুশ যখন, মদের নেশায় বেহুশ যখন মিঠা মিঠা কথা বলে, হুশ ফিরলি দেওয়ানে গাজী দুনিয়াদারির তালে তালে। বর্ণচোরা দেওয়ান গাজী, হ্যাঁ বর্ণচোরা দেওয়ান গাজী, বর্ণচোরা দেওয়ান গাজী, তার এসে নামে যায় এবার। উল্টো যত বলুক জানে দুই দুগুণে হয় যে চার। আরে ভাই উল্টো যতই বলুক ও ঠিকই জানে যে দুই দুগুণে হয় যে চার। আরে দেওয়ানে গাজীর নানান রূপ, তার কায়দা কানুন মেলা, বুদ্ধিটারে চোখা করে দেখুন তারে হরেক রকম খেলা। আরে ভাই বুদ্ধিটারে চোখা করে চোখ দুটোরে খোলা রেখে ভালো করে দেখুন গো দেওয়ানে গাজীর কিস্সা।
In 2005, Epic Actors Workshop, in collaboration with Indian Institute of Performing Arts, had invited one of the theatre stalwarts from Bengal, India, Sri Ashok Mukhopadhyay, to come and direct Rabindranath Tagore's play Chirokumar Shobha. It was a satirical comedy about a group of bachelors and the matchmaking that went behind the scenes to fix their marriages with smart, young, beautiful women. It was a 15-member cast, and under Mr. Mukhopadhyay's direction, the production looked like a beautifully crafted garland. Tagore's play and no music? How is that possible? Well, of course, the play had songs, music, many songs, some comic songs that provided comic relief, some were emotional, inspiring songs sung by the women. Let us now hear a song sung by Shoma Chakraborty, who played the role of Nirobala in the play. And then let us hear another song by Partho Mukhopadhyay, who played the role of Akhoy in the play Chirokumar Shobha.
জয় যাত্রায় যাও গো, ওঠো ওঠো জয় রথে তব, জয় যাত্রায় যাও গো, মোরা জয় মালা গেথে আশা চেয়ে বসে রব। ওঠো জয় রথে তব, জয় যাত্রায় যাও গো, মোরা চলো বিছায় রাখি, পথ ধুলা দিব ঢাকি। মোরা চলো বিছায় রাখি, পথ ধুলা দিব ঢাকি। ফিরে এলে হে বিজয়ে তোমায় হৃদয়ে পরিয়া লব। ওঠো জয় রথে তব, জয় যাত্রায় যাও গো, ওঠো ওঠো জয় রথে তব, জয় যাত্রায় যাও গো।
কত কাল রবে বলো ভারত রে, এই ডাল ভাত জলপথ করি। কত কাল রবে বলো ভারত রে, এই ডাল ভাত জলপথ করি। দেশে অন্ন জলের হলো ঘোর অনটন, ধরো হুইস্কি সোডা আর মুরগি মটন। দেশে অন্ন জলের হলো ঘোর অনটন, ধরো হুইস্কি সোডা আর মুরগি মটন। কত কাল রবে বলো ভারত রে, যাও ঠাকুর চৈতন চুটকি নিয়া, যাও ঠাকুর চৈতন্য চুটকি নিয়া। এসো দাড়ি নারী কলি মুদ্দি মিয়া, যাও ঠাকুর চৈতন্য চুটকি নিয়া। এসো দাড়ি নারী কলি মুদ্দি মিয়া। কত কাল রবে বলো ভারত রে, এই ডাল ভাত জলপথ করি। কত কাল রবে বলো ভারত রে।
Our next song is from one of my favorite plays, Rabindranath Tagore's Rakto Korobi, or The Red Oleanders. It was directed by Shubhashish Das. Shubhashish had put us in a workshop mode for weeks, actually months, and then it was designed and staged for the first South Asian Theatre Festival held in 2006 at the George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick, New Jersey. The play delves into themes of the exploitation of nature, oppression of the poor. It talks about power, love, and also celebrates the free human spirit. Today, we will hear two songs. The first, a celebration of nature, sung by Tandra Das, who had sung in the original production, and the second, sung by Golam Sarwar Harun, who had played the role of Bishu Pagol, and I had played the role of Nandini. Two songs from the play Rakto Karobi.
পৌষ তোদের ডাক দিয়েছে আয় রে চলে আয় 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 পৌষ তোদের ডাক দিয়েছে আয় রে চলে আয় 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 ডালা যে তার ভরেছে আজ পাকা ফসলে মরি হায় 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 পৌষ তোদের ডাক দিয়েছে আয় রে চলে আয় 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 হাওয়ার নেশায় উঠল মেতে দিক বধুরা ধানের খেতে হাওয়ার নেশায় উঠল মেতে দিক বধুরা ধানের খেতে রোদের সোনা ছড়িয়ে পড়ে রোদের সোনা ছড়িয়ে পড়ে মাটির আঁচলে মরি হায় 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 পৌষ তোদের ডাক দিয়েছে আয় রে চলে আয় 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 মাঠের বাঁশি শুনে শুনে আকাশ খুশি হলো ঘরেতে আজকে রবে গো খোলো খোলো দুয়ার খোলো 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 দুয়ার খোলো আলোর খুশি উঠলো জেগে ধানের শীষে শিশির লেগে ধরার খুশি ধরে না গো ধরার খুশি ধরে না গো ওই যে উথালে মরি হায় 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 পৌষ তোদের ডাক দিয়েছে আয় রে চলে আয় 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 পৌষ তোদের ডাক দিয়েছে আয় রে চলে আয় আয় আয়
পাগল ভাই, এই বন্ধ গড়ের ভিতরে কেবল তোমার আমার মাঝখানটাতেই একখানা আকাশ বেঁচে আছে, বাকি আর সব বোঝা।
সেই আকাশটা আছে বলেই তো তোমায় গান শোনাতে পারি। তোমায় গান শোনাবো, তাই তো আমায় জাগিয়ে রাখো। ওগো ঘুম ভাঙানিয়া, তোমায় গান শোনাবো। চমক দিয়ে তাই তো ডাকো, বুকে চমক দিয়ে তাই তো ডাকো। ওগো দুঃখ জাগানিয়া, তোমায় গান শোনাবো। ওগো দুঃখ জাগানিয়া, তোমায় গান শোনাবো। এলো আধার ঘিরে, পাখি এলো নিড়ে, তরি এলো তীরে, শুধু আমার হিয়া বিরাম পায় না কো। ওগো দুঃখ জাগানিয়া, তোমায় গান শোনাবো। ওগো দুঃখ জাগানিয়া, তোমায় গান শোনাবো।
পাগল ভাই, তুমি আমায় বলছো দুঃখ জাগানিয়া?
আমার কাজের মাঝে মাঝে কান্না ধারার দোলা তুমি থামতে দিলে না যে। আমার কাজের মাঝে মাঝে কান্না ধারার দোলা তুমি থামতে দিলে না যে। আমায় পরশ করে প্রাণ সুধায় ভরে তুমি যাও যে সরে। বুঝি আমার ব্যথার আড়ালেতে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকো। ওগো দুঃখ জাগানিয়া, তোমায় গান শোনাবো।
তোমায় একটা কথা বলি পাগল, যে দুঃখটির গান তুমি গাও, আমি তার খবর আগে পাইনি।
Rudali, a 20-plus member cast and crew, a production of a grand nature designed and directed by Usha Ganguly that was staged at the South Asian Theatre Festival in 2007. I remember Ushadi using many songs throughout the play, almost as if the songs were acting as a conduit to flow from one scene to the next, to the next, to the next. The songs depicted the inner happiness, the inner sadness of the village folk. It painted the picture of village society at large. Let us hear a couple of songs from Arpana Bhattacharya, who played multiple roles in the play Rudali. I was fortunate enough to play the role of Sanichari, and incidentally, Arpana played the role of Bhikni, who was a best friend of Sanichari. Let's take a listen.
राम जी दुखिया करे तो का करे, राम जी दुखिया करे तो का करे। शनिचर को जन्मिया भागन भाई, शनिचर को जन्मिया भागन भाई। दुख सागर में डूबी चैन कैसे मिले राम जी। राम जी दुखिया करे का करे, शनिचर को जन्मिया भागन भाई, शनिचर को जन्मिया भागन भाई। दुख सागर में डूबी चैन कैसे मिले राम जी। राम जी दुखिया करे ता का करे। आए हैं शिव जी के द्वारे, जिया भरी भर जाए। आए हैं शिव जी के द्वारे, जिया भरी भर जाए। पूजा चढ़ाओ मैं, दीप जलाओ मैं, माथा नवाओ मैं, जिया भरी भर जाए। आए हैं शिव जी के द्वारे, जिया भरी भरी जाए। आए हैं शिव जी के द्वारे, जिया भरी भरी जाए। पूजा चढ़ाऊं मैं, दीप जलाऊं मैं, माथा
Our next song is from Hayavadana, written by Girish Karnad and directed by Dr. Farley Richmond. Hayavadana brings into question the true origin of human identity. Is it from the mind or the head, or does it come from the physical body? And consequently, it brings into question other issues of perfections and imperfections that come from the mind and the body, and then the happiness or the discontentment that might result from it. This play was staged as part of EPIC's 25-year celebration at the South Asian Theatre Festival in 2013. The play was in English, and we will hear a song sung by Arpana again, who played the role of Padmini in the play Hayavadana.
Here comes a rider, from what land does he come? On his head a turban with a long pearly tail, round his neck a garland of virgin white jasmine, in his fist a golden sword with a diamond-studded hilt. Sleep, my baby, sleep, see some smiling dream. Sleep, my baby, sleep, see some smiling dream. Here comes the rider, from what land does he come? The rider comes in a white horse, from what land does he come? Why the garland red, oh red, and his young body looks so old? Why his open eyes looks like pebbles, and his body is so cold? From where the rider comes, my baby? Nowhere, nowhere. Sleep, my baby, sleep, have some smiling dreams. On his face red array, why his eyes fables of fables, why his body cold, oh cold? Here comes a voice, nowhere, nowhere.
In 2013, I had written, directed, and staged a play called Our Voices as part of the 25-year celebration of Epic Actors Workshop. The play involved our second-generation youth, and it talked about their stories, their struggles, their challenges with race, ethnicity, gender, and identity. I learned about their stories through various workshops with our youth. I used elements of songs that would be relevant to them. For example, Bobby Ray took my prose and put it into a rap form, and it was performed by Ronnie Banerjee, who played the role of Wahid. We also used a jazz piece that was performed by Birsa Chatterjee, who played the role of Aranya in Our Voices. Let's take a listen.
I was nervous and scared, anxious as my mind became impaired. This all came out of nowhere, feeling nothing but a sense of despair. What am I gonna do now? How do I get out of this? I'm still searching around. Will this havoc lurking ever be dismissed? I wait for Amu to come back and reprimand me even more? What for? At the end of the day, this life is mine, not yours. Even though, from the time that I've spent, she'll think of something that crushes me emotionally with the obvious intent. Maybe I should stop seeing Manali, but should I just give up and live up to my mother's expectations? Forget about the relations, avoid the conflicting situations. It seems to me, going against the norm brings out your inner storm. But maybe it's easier and brighter when you decide to finally give up and conform.
In 2014, we were fortunate enough to have Mr. Abhik Chatterjee amongst us, who directed the play Teen Poishar Pala, which was a Bengali adaptation of Brecht's Threepenny Opera. The adaptation was done by Ajitesh Banerjee. For the first time, we at Epic Actors Workshop got to understand or catch a glimpse of the magnitude of a work that Ajitesh Banerjee, the legend Ajitesh Banerjee, has left behind in Bengali theatre. The songs, true to its name, it's a pala or an opera, so it had songs in practically every scene, sometimes multiple songs in one scene. They were so beautifully crafted and adapted, and it was so appropriate for the Bengali socio-political cultural milieu that even as performers, when we were going to perform those songs, they touched an inner chord amongst us. Sometimes they were, hilarious scenes and then bitingly satirical. So let's watch this scene and let's hear the song performed by Arpana Bhattacharya, who played the role of Parul Bala in the play, and Piyu Mojumdar, who played the role of Lotu. Here we will see two women fighting for one man. Take a listen.
মুখপুড়িলা হাত ছাড়ি ঘুটে কুড়ুনির জি কি উচকপালি চিরুন্দাতে বলবো তোকে কি 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 বুঝলে গো একে কিছু বলবো না বলবি তো বল না গো বলবি তো বল না গো বলতে গেলে গা গুলে মা বলবো না
বলবি তো বল না গো, বলবি তো বল না গো,
ভদ্র ঘরের মেয়ে আমি বলবো না
বলবি তো বল না গো, বলবি তো বল না গো,
ওতে বিয়ের জন্য হন্যে ছুরি বলবো না
বলবি তো বল না গো, বলবি তো বল না গো,
পরে স্বামী কাটতে আসিস বলবো না
বলবি তো বল না গো, বলবি তো বল না গো, আমারি সঙ্গে পিরিতি তাহারো আর কারে সে তো জানে না, লতু বলে তার প্রাণ পাখি কাঁদে আর কারে সে তো জানে না, অন্যেরও সাথে দেখিলে আমারে কেঁদে মরে সে যে যাবে গো,
আমারও সঙ্গে প্রীতি তাহারও আর কারে সে তো জানে না, পলু বলে তার প্রাণ পাখি কাঁদে আর কারে সে তো জানে না, অন্যেরও সাথে দেখিলে আমারে কেঁদে মরে সে যে যাবে গো, আমি ছাড়বো না ছাড়বো না
In 2015, once again, we were lucky enough to have Mr. Abhik Chatterjee amongst us, who came and directed the play Ekti Rajnoitik Hotta. It was a Bengali adaptation of Peter Wise's play. The name is interesting. The Persecution and Assassination of Jean-Paul Marat, as performed by the inmates of the Asylum of Charenton under the direction of the Marquis de Sade. In short, it is referred to as Peter Wise's Mara Sade. So Ajitish Banerjee had adapted it into Bengali, and in 2015, as I was saying, Mr. Abhik Chatterjee directed the play. Incidentally, music, again, was a very, very key element of this play. It, we had a number of songs that were performed by the performers themselves. We had a live band on stage that was conducted by Birsa Chatterjee and performed by Birsa and his friends. One song that we are going to listen today is performed by Somdatta Chakraborty. She was one of the lead vocalists of the music band. She's going to be singing the song Desh for us. The song is talking about power-hungry politicians who are there to fulfill their personal agenda. And as a result, we, the commoners, the common man, become the sufferers. So I just wanted to say this to show you a song that was written so many years ago by Ajitish Banerjee, how relevant and how pertinent it is even today. Let us hear the song.
রাজনীতিতে রক্ত চাই কিংবা সংসদ ভক্ত চাই, রাজনীতিতে রক্ত চাই কিংবা সংসদ ভক্ত চাই, কিংবা নেতা শক্ত চাই কিংবা পার্টি পোক্ত চাই, নানান দলের নানান স্লোগান নানান বারে মেলে, নানান দলের নানান স্লোগান নানান বারে মেলে। জুয়ো খেলে সব, জুয়ো খেলে সব, জুয়ো খেলে যুগে যুগে নানা ধুয়ো তোলে, আর আমরা মরতে মরি জনসাধারণ। দেশ দেশ দেশ, দেশ দেশ দেশ।
Our next song is from the play Sagina Mahato that was staged in 2016 at the South Asian Theatre Festival. The original story is written by Gaur Kishore Ghosh and it was adapted for the stage by theatre legend Badal Sarkar and directed by Partha Pratim Deb, who flew all the way from Kolkata to direct this play. The story revolves around a labor movement of India from 1942 and 43, and it is enacted through fictional characters and mock trial of the trade union leader called Sagina Mahato at a factory in a town in North Bengal. The song that we will hear now is sung by Mahmud Hussain Dulu, who played the character of Sagina Mahato in the play.
चटक गिरे मुकुंद मोरारी घनश्याम, मुकुंद मुरारी घनश्याम। सजना मुकुट चटक गिरे मुकुंद मुरारी घनश्याम, मुकुंद मुरारी घनश्याम। जनन जनन नन जनन 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 नन बिजली गरजे बादल बरसे छल बल तरसे आवरिया गले लग जा सबरिया गले लग जा सजना मुकुट चटक गिरे मुकुंद मुरारी घनश्याम।
Our next song is from Dhaboman, a play that was originally written by Selim Aldin of Bangladesh and adapted for the stage and directed by Gholam Sarwar Harun. The play was a collaboration between Astha of New Jersey and Epic Actors Workshop and was staged at the 2017 South Asian Theatre Festival. The play espouses the philosophy that all living creatures deserve to lead a life of dignity and respect, and that we, as human beings, are not of a higher order than animals. The song that you will hear has been written by Ghulam Sarwar Harun. It has been sung by Tandra Das, who sang in the original production as well. The song celebrates the tribal life of a village.
হাওয়ার মাদলে সবুজ ঢেউ তোলে সোনার খোলে সাদা দুধের সুবাস ঢালে জোয়ার এলো ওই তোর খোপায় কুসুম কই একটুখানি নেচে নে না ধান কুটুন ফেলে হাওয়ার মাদলে সবুজ ঢেউ তোলে সোনার খোলে সাদা দুধের সুবাস ঢালে আমার খোপায় নাই কুসুম তোর চক্ষু জবা ফুল দেব না কিছু এর কলস গলাতে ঢেলে হাওয়ার মাদলে সবুজ ঢেউ তোলে সোনার খোলে সাদা দুধের সুবাস ঢালে হাওয়ার মাদলে সবুজ ঢেউ তোলে সোনার খোলে সাদা দুধের সুবাস ঢালে
Now let us hear another song from the same play Dhabuman. In this scene, the parents of the buffalo child are getting the buffalo child ready for a very important buffalo race. And they hope and pray that the victory of this race will bring them fame, glory, and some dignity in their otherwise very dark and humdrum household. The song is sung by Indranil Mukherjee, who acts as the father or Nahobat in the play, and by me, and I play the role of the mother or Shubhoti in Dhabuman.
রনে যাবে পুত্র আমার বীরের বেশে বিজয় মালা গাঁথো সবাই আকন্দ ফুলে রনে যাবে পুত্র আমার বীরের বেশে বিজয় মালা গাঁথো সবাই আকন্দ ফুলে
সৌরভ সালের অনুসাজে ডঙ্কা বাজাও রে আরে সৌরভ সালের অনুসাজে ডঙ্কা বাজাও রে আনবেজিতে সোনার মেডেল ডালা সাজাও রে আরে আনবেজিতে সোনার মেডেল ডালা সাজাও রে
দুধে কুড়ায় সোহাগ মেখে খাওয়াইছি তোরে আন্ধার মানিক জ্বালবে আলো দুঃখিনীর ঘরে দুধে কুড়ায় সোহাগ মেখে খাওয়াইছি তোরে আন্ধার মানিক জ্বালবে আলো দুঃখিনীর ঘরে
সিংহাসন বিজয় না দে বাজানের তরে আরে সিংহাসন বিজয় না দে বাজানের তরে বলো জিতবো কে সরব সারাই আমার কে জিতবো কে জিতবে কে জিতবে কে
And now, the last song of our program is from the play Nirostro or Unarmed. Ghulam Sarwar Harun and I had written and directed this play, and it was staged at the 2018 South Asian Theatre Festival. It is based on short stories written by Mahashita Devi. The play depicts the utter, barren and desolate lives of tribal men and women and the oppression that they face from their local landlords, from the government, and from society at large. This song that you will now hear is a song that is taken from one of the districts of West Bengal called Purulia. We used different folk elements, musical elements throughout the play. This song is sung by Ghulam Sarwar Harun, who played the role of Dulhan Maji. The song is being enacted as a love song. He is singing it to his wife, Dopti Mejhen. That was performed by me. And the song has an element of lament in it, of those things that are unattainable for these men and women. It also has a sense of happiness in it as well. It talks about those very ordinary, mundane things that are achievable by them, that are precious to them. Let us listen to the song.
ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম ধুলা মাটি দিয়া রে, ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম, সে ফুল ফুটিয়া রইল অগুম দইরার মাঝারে, সে ফুল ফুটিয়া রইল অগুম দইরার মাঝারে। ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম ধুলা মাটি দিয়া রে, ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম। গাছে আইলো বড় আম, ছয় আনা সাহাতানা দাম, গাছে আইলো বড় আম, ছয় আনা সাহাতানা দাম, বড় আম বড় মিঠা লাগে রে, বাঁকুড়া বাজারে লাজে লাগে রে, আরে বাঁকুড়া বাজারে লাজে লাগে রে। ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম ধুলা মাটি দিয়া রে, ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম। আম গাছে আম নাই কুটা কেনে হেলারো রে, আম গাছে আম নাই কুটা কেনে হেলারো রে, তোমার দেশে আমি নাই আখি কেনে ঠারো রে, আরে তোমার দেশে আমি নাই আখি কেনে ঠারো রে। ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম ধুলা মাটি দিয়া রে, ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম। সরপে সরপে যাব পাছে বাছে টুপালিব, সরপে সরপে যাব পাছে বাছে টুপালিব, সেই টুপায় চাল ভাজা খাবো গো, সফল জনম আর কি পাবো, আরে সফল জনম আর কি পাবো। ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম ধুলা মাটি দিয়া রে, ফুল গাছটি লাগাইছিলাম, সে ফুল ফুটিয়া রইল অগম দইরার মাঝারে, সে ফুল ফুটিয়া রইল অগম দইরার মাঝারে। গাছ ধুলা মাটি দিয়া রে, সে ফুল ফুটিয়া রইল।
তোর ফুল গাছ তুই লাগা, আমি চাইছি মুসাই টুটুর বউয়ের কাছে ভাত আনতে। তুই তাড়াতাড়ি কর, অরিজিৎ বাবুরা বসে আছে, জল নিয়ে যা তাড়াতাড়ি, আমি পটাক করে ভাত নিয়ে চলে আসছি, দেরি করবি না।
আরে বিস্কাটারের ফল নিয়ে আসি, গাছ লাগাইছি।
I would now like to invite Shajul Mukherjee, an executive committee member of Epic Actors Workshop,
to say a few words.
Thank you, Gargi. A very good afternoon, morning, evening to all of you, wherever you are. As we come to the end of today's episode, the last and the final one of 2020, on behalf of the entire EPIC team, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to each one of you for being there with us in our digital journey. We have tried our best to present you entertaining yet rich, intellectually stimulating content that we hope avid theater lovers like you would have enjoyed. Like you, we are eagerly waiting for a new beginning in 2021. The vaccine should restore some normalcy to our lives, and gatherings and congregations should resume. If all goes well, we plan to present SATF 2021 sometime in end July in the brand new George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick. We are optimistic this will be an in-person physical show, and if some restrictions still remain, we might have a mix of physical and digital, whereby we'll have limited audience inside the auditorium with simultaneous webcast. Till we have full clarity, we plan to continue with our monthly episodes. We will soon inform you of our plans for the Jan episode. With that, I would like to end today's session with wishes for happy holidays and a happy, but more importantly, normal 2021. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless.
On behalf of Epic Actors Workshop, I wish you all the best for a happy and healthy 2021. Be safe, be well. Thank you.